Today we're going to be talking about FTD. What is this condition and what do we need to know about it? Well, that's what we've dedicated this segment of Connect to. It's our medical segment, Health Beat. And with that said, we have a world-renowned doctor, Dr. Chow, and Deb joining us. And Deb, tell us about your amazing, inspiring daughter, Alyssa.
Alyssa is a wonderful woman that has changed her outlook in life, that she is doing Knowledge is Power. She has found out that she has a genetic mutation and that she wants people to know that science is where it's at and that she wants to have FTD hopefully be able to be stopped in its tracks, and by sharing her genetic information, that the testing of how she did her genetic testing, it will change the way that things can be produced.
Absolutely. And Deb, I know you're a great mom and caretaker, but do share with us how Alyssa is doing today.
She's doing great. It took us several years for her to be able to finally just come out and say, Mom, we gotta share it. We gotta get more families to do this. And you know why? We've gotten so many positive, more drug companies that are interested in families with the genetic genes. And so that is why we are being more boisterous in our journey. We're trying to find more families that want to do genetic testing so that we can join together and let the drug companies do their magic for us.
Absolutely. And Deb, we salute you for being part of this very important awareness campaign on this condition. And with that said, Dr. Chow, let's bring you in. Medically speaking, what is FTD?
Frontotemporal dementia is named that way because it affects the front half of the brain. And the front half of the brain is what manages projecting a consistent personality out into the world, managing your social skills, helping you to make better judgments, whether they're financial or social. And it has to do with communication, as well as your ability to organize and plan ahead and follow through. Imagine without any of these things, or a gradual loss of these abilities in your 50s, may not be obvious to other people as caused by a dementia. There are several types of dementia. Frontotemporal dementia is one. Alzheimer's disease is the much more common cause of dementia. But people with mild signs of FTD are recognized by the people closest to them, their family members, as being different and something's wrong, but people don't come to the dementia diagnosis very readily. They may be told they have a midlife crisis or they're suffering a depression, and there's a sense of reversibility to that, which is not the case for frontotemporal dementia, unfortunately.
And doctor, with that said, what's the call to action for our viewers?
A lot of viewers will not have heard of FTD, but once they have heard of FTD, they should know that another important difference between FTD and Alzheimer's disease is that a much larger proportion of persons living with FTD have a strong family history of similar symptoms, possibly the same diagnosis of FTD, but there are genetic mutations in up to 40% of those patients. And so imagine how overwhelming it is to deal with the consequences to family, to career, to finances of FTD. One more thing to consider is whether this is going to continue in future generations of your family.
And doctor, given these insights, where would you like us to go for more information?
I encourage anyone who feels a resonance with this or who just wants to learn more about a different type of dementia to visit learnftd.com. There's more on the symptoms, there's more on other research that's going on in the field, as well as some tips for what to do if you think someone you know has FTD.
Well, doctor, we appreciate you, your insights, these valuable resources as well. But Deb, last words to you. What do you want to say to our audience out there?
I just want us all to stand together and don't be afraid of genetic testing. This will hopefully change the future for FTD and hopefully be able to find a treatment for our future generations, for our nieces, our nephews, and maybe our grandchildren. So we just need to stand together and be not afraid of science.